All right, welcome back into the Clubhouse Sports Podcast. I am your host, Frank Estraub, and today we are back with another Frank's Film Room. We're going to break down Mikey Musumeci and how he did so well at specifically the Euros tournament earlier this year. I want to look at how he fares against bigger guys because he's a smaller guy, usually competing in the Rooster division, Rooster weight at 133 or above that at 141. But earlier this year, he competed in Euros in the absolute division, and usually those are heavier guys. Lowest weight would probably be like 160, 170. There's been smaller guys in the past that have fared well in that division, competing there, but Musumeci actually made it to the finals against Muhammad Ali, and then although he lost that match, two advantages, technicality, I do want to look at that for how he does against bigger guys and what it takes. So we'll jump right into it. Musumeci is a black belt, a very accomplished black belt under Gilbert Burns, who competes in the UFC now. Just knocked out Damian Maia. But some of his accomplishments: first place IBJJF World Championship in 17, 18, and last year in 2019. First place at the IBJJF Pans in 2016. And first place in the IBJJF European Open, which was what we're going to discuss today. He won that in 2017 and again in 2020. IBJJF first place American Nationals 2015-2016. IBJJF World No-Gi Championship in 2016, which is actually rare that he would compete without the gi from what I've seen. So that's interesting. First place UAE JJF Abu Dhabi World Pro in 17, and first place at UAE JJF Grand Slam in LA in 2016. So the match against Ali at the Euros at absolute guard retention is key against a bigger guy. So you see Musumeci break down Ali with a snap pretty quickly. He displays great flexibility in his adductors and hips right away, neutralizes through his hips and creeps into a spider guard. After kind of a fake of a pass, Musumeci gets caught flat on his back, making it easier for Ali to separate the spider guard. Fast forwarding, Ali clamps and lowers into Mikey's guard. He's able to come up and lift Musumeci, and Musumeci triangles on his arm. And Musumeci displays excellent core strength as he's airborne, keeping his hooks in. The amount of work that takes in your torso is really impressive and underrated, I think, from just a perspective of someone who's watching. So Ali bucks him off by keeping his upper body low, shoulder first, and driving him into the mat with a powerful move. Musumeci turns on his hips, giving up his back, but quickly transitions to a square position, legs perpendicular to his stomach. He ends up with control on Ali's front leg and pushes forward through his hips and gets 2 points with Ali on his back, kind of a modified takedown. His left leg becomes trapped in Ali's guard. Musumeci gives his back and tries to escape by crawling out. He eventually stops, turns his hips, and to the left, and is able to get under and inside. Even though he's in Ali's closed guard, he has a tight undergrip on Ali's upper leg and through his waist with a high base. He's upright. Ali opens him up, sweeping him onto his back, achieving top position, and after trading some position, Musumeci maintains the grip on his front leg. That is Ali's front leg. He comes up standing and then drops levels again, but gets reversed due to strength. I think he just overpowered him. A good sequence here ensues. Ali gains control of Mikey's legs and rolls over into a back take. And after more exchange after that tactical exchange, the match ends, but he does get a knee bar in there. But yeah, I think what it comes down to with Mikey Musumeci is he shows great fundamentals. And as always, I think a lot of black belts are just very well versed in that category of jiu-jitsu, the fundamentals. And it shows everything is driven through the legs, specifically the hips. So the movement through the hips allows him to even match up with a guy who's probably close to 100 pounds heavier than him. And it was just really impressive. So, another thing I wanted to mention that. So I'm kind of quickie there, but I wanted to really just display why Musumeki's performance at Euros was so impressive. I mean, in an interview with the Jiu-Jitsu Times, he explained how he was cutting to rooster weight, and then this was his first time going against an absolute weight in any belt, blue, brown, purple, black at all. And he said he didn't even train with big guys. Only 4 big guys I've trained with in the last 4 years, and he says his neck got messed up in the second match of the Open. All the joints are pain, have a lot of pain. So I think it's just really impressive and takes a lot of balls to step up and do that. So I commend him for that, and that's why I did this. But as for content in the future, on Sunday we're going to have a Darius Slay breakdown from Nate. The first episode of the DB breakdowns that he's going to bring us the next probably the next month or 2 while we're in quarantine, and then we'll see after that. And then obviously social media is Instagram, clubhouse.cast, TikTok, clubhouse.cast1, Twitter, pod_clubhouse, all the podcast apps except for SoundCloud. This will be up on YouTube for everybody to enjoy visually with their eyeballs. So yeah, pumping out content here in quarantine. Everybody stay safe and healthy. As always, peace.